Time to refresh. 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 Time to refresh. And then the refresh. Refresh. And then we are playing Injustice 2 now. So, let me explain what the hell just went on. Why am I now playing a different game, and why I've had to restart stream. It's a bit of a pain in the ass. So, according to the, according to online, it's not Injustice, Persona 5 Royal, everywhere past Christmas is blocked. For some reason. What the fuck is this? Apparently we have a special offer available right now. I will check it out for a quick second. Give me a second, guys. I will check that, because if it's a good pack, then I'll buy it. If it's not, then whatever. But if it's a good pack and it's cheapish, I'll buy it. Which I will now do. So I get access to all the characters. I'm good with that. Okay, so, didn't I just buy this pack? I'll go and install that shit later. So, yeah, we're back. Sorry about that quickly. I just had to, buy something that was actually extremely cheap and gives me access to, well, everything. Including the Atom. Yeah, it's meant to give me access to all the characters and everything, but I'll do that off stream. I'll activate all that stuff off stream. Go away notifications. Nobody gives a shit. But what we shall do is see that there's a wow, gods, god alternate, demon alternate. Wait, is this the one where I can have Godspeed? Where's Flash? Where's Flash? Where's Flash? Where's Flash? Where's Flash? There it is. Flash is my favorite character, and I've always been trying to make a Godspeed. And this is my current Godspeed. He looks pretty cool. But if there's a God one, like there, oh, it's not really Godspeed anymore though. That's less Gods. Actually, no, that's actually pretty good. That's actually pretty close to Godspeed. That's Demon. Fair enough. This is reverse. Oh, wait, there's two reverse Flash? Wow, that's cool. Yeah, so, this game has a lot of things you can get. And I have made my version of reverse Flash, which I really enjoy. But yeah. So yeah, thank you for the suggestion, because I've actually been thinking about playing this game, on stream, just kind of like a chill stream where I can basically just go single fight or multiverse. This is my favorite part of the entire game, multiverse, right here, because you can do something that's really cheaty, well, really cheap, not cheaty, but it's cheap. And so say you want to level up a character. Who are we meant to level up? Let's say we want to level up. Who we want to level up? We want to level up Deadshot. Let's do that. Let's level up Deadshot, I reckon. Yeah, let's do that. Let's level up Deadshot. So of course he has this version, which is his loadout 1. But if you go to the left, you can access an AI loadout. Did you ever play DC Universe Online? DC Universe Online. I don't think so. I'd have to go back and check everything that I've ever played, but I do not think so. Yeah, I don't think so. Anyway, so you can access AI loadouts, and what that basically means is if you press it,
Deadshot,
it of course will start the fight. So it goes into Metaverse, and now you've chosen an AI loadout. So technically, the AI has a loadout now, but technically because it's your character, it's on your side. So you get something very interesting. The game plays itself. The game plays itself. The game kind of just plays itself as you go. So you can just sit here and let the AI kill your enemies for you, slowly but surely, so then you can level up your characters, you can access more mother boxes, you can do a whole bunch of stuff. Welcome to the cheaty world of AI loadouts in Metaverse. I'm not sure if this works in all Metaverse, or if it's just the battle simulator that you can unlock prizes on, or even if it works in Legendary Metaverse, or Multiverse. I don't actually know what it's called. I'm still in the mindset of Persona 5. It's like a multiverse, metaverse is kind of like interchangeable. It's probably not a good idea. And boom, see, the AI just killed an enemy. That's a very chill way to play. Yes, it is. This is why I wanted to stream this game, because I can basically sit here and play the game. Look at these modules and stuff like that. But all I have to do is press X whenever I beat an opponent, or re-choose Deadshot whenever I die. Simple as that. And I can have fun, I can talk to you guys, I can do whatever. I could even open up a new tab and look at something else. I could search up some stuff that if anyone has a question, I could just go
Looks expensive.
and we'll see what we get. We get nothing. So wait, I accidentally put a comma or a slash. I tried to write down a Russian word before. I tried to write something in Russian, and apparently I got no results. So we'll work on that later. Blue Beetle, be quiet. Nobody cares about your damn abilities. I mean, I like Blue Beetle as a character in most iterations, but in this iteration, one, I don't like his suit design. I don't know why it's more mechanical than it is like. Yes, there is. So in this one, Injustice 2, there is a storyline which I've completely played, and you actually can't use the AI loadout. So I've had to play it completely by myself.
I can't take that mask seriously.
Eat lead, sucker.
Eat lead, sucker. Eat lead, bitch. In the story mode, not only can you not use the AI loadouts, but the opponents, over the entire course of the entire story, actually learn your attack patterns from the previous fights and then adapt to how to beat you.
Deadshot wins.
And if you die, they get easier. So basically what I did for every fight was sit there until I died, and then verse them again, and then use the across X, which is basically a heavy across attack towards the opponent, and just repeatedly spam that until I won. That's just how I did it. Just repeatedly spam that until I won. Because I like to be cheap. Although, I had to let Brainiac kill me 7 times before he actually became easy enough for me just to spam that move and kill him. Everyone else was easy though.
You can disarm the grenade in my head.
That is not my place.
Thanks for nothing.
Thanks for nothing. God, I love Deadshot. He is such a cool character. Kryptonite bullets, bro, don't affect Dr. Fate. Learn this. Get away from me, bitch. Deadshot's like, get away from me.
Easy
So there is storyline. I have played it. It's a very okay storyline. The endings, there's 2 different endings depending on who you choose. And morally, I always chose Batman first because he's, of course, absolute justice.
Deadshot wins.
And he gets the good ending of the game where Superman goes to the Phantom Zone after being exposed to enough gold kryptonite rays to be completely unpowered. And then Batman makes a new Justice League from the new heroes. Then what happens? And then in the Superman ending, what happens again? I have played both of them, so I know, but I just can't remember.
Heard I had an imposter. More like successor. That's bad for business.
Begin.
Not very good imposter or successor because you just throw a guy at him. I always find weird Justice how it looks, but you know, you just throw random people. You can throw fans at people. You can throw punching bags. You can throw tires. You can also throw kegs for some reason. Like you're a greasy old Russian guy who throws kegs all the time.
Easiest paycheck ever.
Oh, I can definitely play through. Like, if you want me to, I can go through the entire playthrough again. I can play the storyline again. I'm okay with that because by now I can kind of just sit there. Like, it might take me a few tries on some fights, but I can definitely get through the storyline if you want me to.
Deadshot wins.
Jokes you tell about Peter Pan never gets them. Damn it. Damn it. I tried to hold that in. Welcome on in Mr. Playpants TV. How are you doing? Hope you're well. That was a good joke. I tried to hold my laughter and it did not work at all. Welcome to the stream of Injustice now, after we had to give up on Persona 5 Royal. I'm good. I'm good. Having a good day. Although I am disappointed that I couldn't stream Persona 5 after only an hour in stream. No, it was like 50 minutes of stream, and then for like 30 minutes I was trying to work out when the block scene or the blocked bits were ended, and the whole blocked scene in Persona 5 is literally from the base game and all through Royal. All of Royal is just gone. Can't play any of it on stream. So that game is now a bust for us. So from now on, if I'm ever in a position where I'm at the final boss again, I will just be beating the final boss on that stream. I won't be keeping it for the next episode or the next stream, because I'm not going to waste my time again with having to deal with stuff like that. So that was bullshit annoying. But I guess you have to keep privacy. You have to also keep branding and everything like that. And you got to keep some things quote unquote secret. But like, honestly, the game has been out what? It came out. Well, when did Persona 5 Royal come out? When did Persona 5 come out? I should say. Persona 5, I reckon, came out in like 2017. I want to say 2017. Before I look it up, I want to say it came out in 2017. When did Persona 5 come out? 2016. I was close. It's 15/7/2016.
That's gonna be cruel.
When did Persona 5 Royal come out? 2019. It's been, what's that, 3 years? 3-4 years now since it came out. No more block scenes, PlayStation. And it is PlayStation that blocks the scenes. The game developers actually don't say PlayStation, hey, can you please block this scene? They can't do that. It's up to PlayStation to decide which scenes are blocked and which scenes are not. I don't know why it is. It's their decision. It's how they decide in the games. Whatever. It doesn't really matter to me. This Deadshot AI is a little bit overpowered, I think. The fact that he stays away from all opponents and just is constantly being long range with them is just... It's just beautiful, isn't it? And if they do get too close, he can of course use a little bit of combos and whatnot to give him a little bit of space to get away. So he's a really good AI to use. With AIs in this game, if you have a base AI, you'll find that you'll lose to a character who is melee.
The hero gigs not for amateurs.
And then if you don't get any characters who are melee, you'll eventually die to a character who is range. But range is secondary to melee. So, theoretically, if you have a character that's completely ranged, like Deadshot can be, then it can actually work in the favor of, you know, just kind of sitting there. No blue Kryptonite bullets, remember? That does nothing to Kryptonians, idiots. Bro, use, red Kryptonite. Red Kryptonite would be the one that makes them have weird mutations. Oh, and the reason I know it's Kryptonite, the different versions of Kryptonite bullets, is because in the Justice comics, I'm pretty sure, they mentioned that Deadshot has made different Kryptonite ammunition for the Kryptonians. He has blue Kryptonite bullets, even though they don't actually do anything. He has red Kryptonite because his color is red and he wants to do it, and he also finds it funny to mess with Superman every now and then. And then the green Kryptonite because if he has a job to kill one of the Kryptonians, he actually wants to be able to kill them. I have to go back and check the Injustice comics when exactly they mentioned that he has Kryptonite bullets, but it's been a while. We should go back and read more comics clearly. Before I should do that.
Mortal challenges me.
A mortal challenges me? Yes, he does. So, Mr. Fans, what have you been up to? You've been, I'm guessing you've been playing jokes, obviously, quite recently. But what have you been up to? Working or... Who wouldn't find messing with Superman funny? I mean, honestly, yeah, probably. If I was Deadshot and I had access to unlimited red Kryptonite to make red Kryptonite bullets, and all it takes is one bullet to even just fly near him, not even hit him, but just fly near him, to cause him to have weird reactions, like becoming weird for a while, or like turn weird for a few days, or mutating into some weird, like, Cthulhu type monster for a few hours, then that'd be hilarious. And I'd definitely do it. Black Adam, I know you're being played by The Rock very soon, and that's a really good thing for your character, but just sit down.
Deadshot wins.
Dwayne Johnson is doing a lot of stuff recently, and I approve everything. Like, the stuff that he is going to be doing soon, over the next few years, is in cool as. He's going to be playing Black Adam for one thing, which is just going to be like the best. I love Black Adam as a character. I think he's been played by people who didn't actually use the role well. Like they didn't make a great role out of it. I don't know if he's ever been played live action, but the voice actors, they didn't give him anything. They didn't give him character. That's the close word it's weird. They didn't give him character. Firestorm, you're a melee character versus a ranged character who can hit you from the entire other side of the arena. Give up. Hold on a second, let me think. I need to set every version of Kryptonite. There's a whole bunch of them. Every version of Kryptonite. I know how to spell it. It's been a while since I spelled Kryptonite. So these are the following Kryptonites. There is green Kryptonite, there is red, gold, blue, white, platinum, yellow, black, silver, pink, purple,
Deadshot wins.
Kryptonite X, synthetic Kryptonite, slow Kryptonite, Kryptonite Plus, Magno Kryptonite, Dual Kryptonite. What are these? Anti-Kryptonite, Bizarro Red Kryptonite, X Kryptonite, Blood Kryptonite, Blood Purple Spotted Kryptonite, Fake Kryptonite, Bizarro White, Red Green Kryptonite, which I'm guessing is a mix, Krypton Steel, which is not even Kryptonite, Opal Kryptonite, Crimson Kryptonite, Orange Kryptonite, Periwinkle Kryptonite, and Amber Kryptonite. Oh, Jesus Christ. Green Kryptonite, deadly to... Green Kryptonite, deadly to Kryptonians. Red Kryptonite, has a whole bunch of varied effects from turning into a dragon, excessive hair growth, gain telepathy, causing them to go insane, yada yada yada. Gold Kryptonite, after long times of exposure will actually destroy all their abilities. Blue Kryptonite, nothing, but it actually can kill Bizarro. White Kryptonite kills all plant life, regardless of origin. That's terrifying. Platinum Kryptonite gives Kryptonian powers to humans permanently. Wait, I'm sorry, what? Platinum Kryptonite? Where does this come into the comics? Hold up. Hold up, dog. Hold up, guys. Which has the... When did it appear? Prime Earth. First appearance... Batman created it. Of course Batman created Platinum Kryptonite to give himself, in case some human needed that Kryptonite. Kryptonite. I don't know what that is. That's not Kryptonite though. Yellow Kryptonite was a part of a hoax masterminded by Lex Luthor. It was actually Kryptonite, but he harmless yellow sphere. Oh. So yellow Kryptonite is actually useless. Black Kryptonite. Oh, so Clark... Oh, so in the show Smallville, the black Kryptonite is actually used to reprogram him as Kal-El. Instead of being Clark Kent, who's lived on Earth, it's Kal-El, the Kryptonian who would be overpowered as hell and wants to rule the Earth. Then, with the black Kryptonite, it's able to switch his personality back to Clark, and then Clark then uses the black Kryptonite to eliminate his evil self. That's fair enough. Artificial Kryptonite, it's been used a whole bunch of times. It actually doesn't actually do anything to Kryptonians though, which makes sense. It's fake Kryptonite. Silver Kryptonite, it's just a prop. Okay, it's just a prop. Pink Kryptonite. Pink Kryptonite turns Kryptonians gay. Really, developers? Really? Really, developers? You made a Kryptonite called Pink Kryptonite that turns Kryptonians, whether it be male or female, gay? Really? It's probably some Pride Month comic. I'll go read it one day, but... Wow. In the early appearance of Kryptonite, the Kryptonite that appeared was purple. It's just a different... Okay, it's a different variant of green Kryptonite. Okay. But it's actually disappeared. So it used to be... it's purple, but it's actually gone now. It had the same effects as green Kryptonite. That's fair enough. Kryptonite X or Kryptonium. Makes Kryptonians more powerful. Okay. Slow Kryptonite. it affects humans, doesn't actually affect Kryptonians. Kryptonite plus. Not actually Kryptonite. They're just some alien stone that people call Kryptonite. Magno-Kryptonite. That tracks objects from Krypton. So apparently this Magno-Kryptonite can actually bring forward or is magnetic to anything from Krypton. So if it's a house piece or it's anything like that, it just absorbs it into the Magno-Kryptonite. Dual Kryptonite. So dual Kryptonite not only can possess the ability to amplify the psychic powers of people in the Phantom Zone, but also grants people one wish. Fair enough. Anti-Kryptonite. So if Anti-Kryptonite, instead of being killing superpowered Kryptonians, it can kill non-powered Kryptonians. That's fine. Bizarro red Kryptonite. It's just a red version of Kryptonite that affects Bizarro. Kryptonite X. Now this is interesting. So it's a variant of Kryptonite that can grant you temporary superpowers. And it's not actually even Kryptonian powers, it's just a random superpower. Okay. Blood Kryptonite. Oh boy. It's a version of Kryptonite born from the blood of Superboy, aka the fusion between a random human male and Kryptonian DNA from Superman. Purple spotted Kryptonite makes dogs chase their own tail. Makes Kryptonite dogs, Kryptonian dogs, chase their own tail. Bizarro white Kryptonite. Oh, so white Kryptonite actually can save Bizarro's life. That's fair enough. Red/green Kryptonite. It has both the effects of green and red Kryptonite fused together, but although it doesn't last more than 24 hours. Fair enough. Kryptonite Steel, that's not Kryptonite. Opal Kryptonite is a synthesized version of Kryptonite that was created by Terrence Sloan on Earth 2, which can apparently drive Kryptonians temporarily insane. It makes them insane, ladies and gentlemen. Crimson Kryptonite. Crimson Kryptonite has no effects and is actually just an artificial construct by Mr. Minx, who's a creature from the fifth dimension. Orange Kryptonite. Fake Kryptonite doesn't do anything. Periwinkle Kryptonite. It makes him a man whore. It makes him a man whore. Periwinkle Kryptonite makes any Kryptonian a man or woman whore, so they basically can charm any person, any race of the opposite gender. Who they wish though, it's actually who they wish. Amber Kryptonite, the last 52 multiverse iteration of Lois Lane, has used an unheard of Kryptonite form to enter her world, Superman to herself before killing him. Ooh, that's bad. So, the new last 52. Oh, shit. Hello, what?
My voice is just warming up.
Wait, hold up. What happened here? Hold up. Hold up. Oh, wait, what happened here? Hold up. Ding dong, wait, hold up. What? Whoa. Hi, wait, what is going on here? What is going on? I sat out for 5 minutes and reading about Kryptonite and here it is. I get raided by Marshbag wearing with a party of 10. What in the dog living shit happened here? And where do I have to go back to Kryptonite to start reading? Thank you so much for the raid, Marshbag. How are you doing today? What is up? How was your stream? Let me give you a quick shout out. I'm not sure my mods had done it or not. Wow. That didn't work for some reason. But there it is. How was your stream? What were you doing? You were playing some Hollow Knight. Oh god, I really need to get into Hollow Knight.
Let's put apples on our heads.
We were just trying to get your attention.
I'm aiming for center.
Bro, you should have called me on Discord. Call me on Discord or bloody yeah, call me on Discord next time. That's awesome here, bro. I'm so glad that I'm so sorry that I was busy reading about Kryptonite. I was Sin said about how in one of the comics there was a version of Kryptonite which made Supergirl go split into both a good and bad side. So I was just reading up about Kryptonite and oh wow, this is more entertaining, yes. Apparently so. While you have my AI going and killing Green Arrow, I will read up on chat and make sure I come back and try and read everything.
Deadshot wins.
Zasquatch stands pantless. No, Zasquatch, put your pants back on. Not allowed. Well, here we don't realize what they've done. Never. Damn you. Okay, so what did Nightbot say? Oh, wow. He said, exclamation mark, but. I wish you put that as a command. I would love that as a command. That'd be funny. Wow. I'm laughing a little. Okay, thank you, Sid, for laughing at me. I was so hyper focused on Kryptonite. You made this is your fault. I want to say this is all your fault. This is all your fault, Sid. This is all your. All right. So where did I leave off? I mean, not gonna lie, I like no pants streaming. However, don't stand right in front of me when I'm trying to read Kryptonite stuff. Or I'm trying to read about Kryptonite. Don't stand in front of me pantless. God damn it.
For you to go peacefully.
Welching on deals is bad for business.
Now, Sin, where did I leave off when he raided? when he raided, where did I leave off? I want to say Pink Kryptonite because that's where I left. That was the funniest.
Deadshot wins.
Welcome on in, Unbound Power 8946. Ooh, that threw me with a good time. Ooh, then I'll definitely have to try. Sup, man? Sup, Unbound Power? How are you doing today? Welcome on into the stream. How are you doing? Hope you're well. So I am so sorry. I am so sorry for everybody for coming into the raid, and I was too busy reading about Kryptonite. I love DC and Marvel comics and everything like that. So
run along, little one.
Yes, that's where I was. I think I was when he rated, so
almost gonna feel
I'll
bad.
go from there.
Begin.
Thank you so much, Martha. Yes, I did hit affiliate. It would be. Actually, I can actually tell you where I hit affiliate. It was 3 weeks ago. 2.5 weeks ago. I think it was. It was like 2.5 weeks ago. So thank you very much for the congratulations. I hope you have a good day, rest of your day. I don't know what you're going to be up to, but I hope you have a good rest of the day. So, anyone who's still here, or even is stopped laughing or anything like that, I'm going to be continue reading from the Pink tonight. No, probably not. I don't think Injustice 3 will ever come out. I mean, Injustice 1 came out during a break in the comics. Then it was Injustice Year 2 Beginnings, and there was Injustice 2. This game came out, and then Injustice the last years came out after this, and finished with the whole crossover with He-Man, which I'm not going to go into because that was just insane. So there is no way, unless they want to go and have everyone is here, like a multiverse Injustice, like Injustice Multiverse, where they bring every character from both games and from the comics into a game and make that as an Injustice game with actually no storyline, with just a multiplayer, or as a storyline that makes sense to why there's now a multiverse Injustice.
Assassins have no honor.
But if they do that, that'll be cool. I can then play as any character that I want from both games, and it's all fun. We can play and do all these different things. That'd be fun. But I doubt it will happen. So, I apologise. From now on, I'll be looking at my screen on my TV, so if anyone does text and chat, I can, I'll notice it. You're gonna ask me about it now? God damn it. If you could be serious, I'd be Flash. Easy. I would be Flash. I would be the fastest version of Godspeed, but who's not a criminal. That's who I'd be. I'd be the fastest version of Godspeed. So that'd be the one in the comics who not only can transfer through time, can steal other species' speed by just running around them, and can also basically split himself up for extended periods of time. Yeah, that's what I like. That's what I would be. Anyway, back to Kryptonite. We're gonna go from Pink Kryptonite, which is about to be vibe. Oh yes, dimension hopping, and also the ability to basically kill anyone with sound. Bitch, let's go. That'd be cool. I reckon that'd be pretty cool as well. Although I don't think I would want to
You're
deal
tugging
with.
on the wrong cape.
I don't think I would want to deal with dimension hopping. Like that's just dimension hopping is weird. Yeah, dimension hopping is weird. I don't think I like that part of vibe. What do you think about the Justice League and / that? I need to figure out what exactly that is. I might be I might know what that is, but I might also have no idea what that is. What's this? RYBY. What is this? What are these women? What is this? As an American anime-influenced adult computer animated web series created by Monty for Rooster Teeth. I've heard of Rooster Teeth, but I've never heard of RYBM. What are you going to do, Robin? Now, hold up, Sid. Hold up. Pause the game. Pause the game. Which version of Robin would you be? You don't have to be real specific about this. Because, for one thing, there's only ever been 2 Ruby. I actually haven't. I looked it up just now, and I actually haven't. I thought RYBY would be talking about the He-Man crossover, but no, that's not what you're talking about. Sorry, I have no idea what Ruby is. What version of Robin? Because as far as I know, there's only been one female Robin, and she was only a Robin for like a few months before either she quit or she died. I don't really remember. So yeah, that's fun. So you want to be a character who's died? Good job, yeah. Good job, Sin. But if you want to be a male, if you want to basically be one of the male versions of Robin, then you either want to be Nightwing, who gets to live and go out with Starfire, which she is fucking hot as fuck, literally and figuratively, as well as Raven, who's just like, oh. I think I'm Seth. I think I'm Seth. Tim Drake. Ooh, that's a. Is it Tim Drake? I might be wrong with that. Tim Drake? Is it Tim Drake? I feel like I'm Seth my spirit animal. Is it Tim Drake? I feel like it's Tim Drake. Yeah. So Damian Wayne, Dick Grayson, Tim Drake. Tim Drake? I might be wrong with that. Jason Todd, who becomes the Court of Owls like main person or whatever. No, it's Damian Wayne who becomes the Court of Owls person. Not Todd Howard. What did I say? Todd Howard. I've just lost my train of thought. There's Tim Drake becomes Red Hood, doesn't he? So that's supposed to be personality-wise. Yeah, she also dies, so there's that. Tim Drake becomes Red Hood. Yes. Damien becomes the Court of Owls person. Dick Grayson becomes Nightwing. Steph dies, and the other person, Jason Todd, he goes rogue and calls himself something else now. He's not called Nightwing anymore, but he calls himself something else. Dick is Nightwing, Jason is Red Hood, so Jason, yeah. Tim is Red Robin, that's right. Tim is Red Robin. Steph becomes Spoiler / Batgirl, and Damien is Robin. Damien in Injustice becomes Nightwing, and Steph becomes Spoiler / Batgirl. Oh, I thought she died.
Deadshot wins.
I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. I thought she died. As far as I know, Steph Robin is dead. Yeah, Stephanie Brown. She's dead, isn't she? Or she's only Robin for like a few months. She's also in a relationship with one of the other Robins, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's in a relationship with one of the other Robins. I think she was in a relationship with Tim, I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken. Wait, Jason becomes Red Hood. Oh, right, because he's the one that's the murder son of a bitch. Oh, she faked her death in the comics. That's right. That makes more sense. That's fair enough. So she, quote unquote, died. That's okay. See, even my comic book knowledge is somewhat shitty. All right, so while Injustice plays, we are going to talk about Kryptonite again. Back to Kryptonite. Let's go. Pink Kryptonite makes both Superman and Supergirl gay if they go anywhere near it. Which is, if it's Supergirl being gay, then I'm all for it. Like, that's fucking hot. But we won't go into that before she faked her death. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Then purple Kryptonite. same version, same effects as green, but it's disappeared. The Kryptonite X makes him overpowered as hell. Slow Kryptonite affects humans instead of Kryptonians. Kryptonite Plus has no effect. Magna Kryptonite brings everything from Krypton towards it if it's close enough to affect by magnetics. Dual Kryptonite can basically make anyone do whatever you want. Anti-Kryptonite, it has the same effects as normal Kryptonite on non-superpowered Kryptonians, so basically
Deadshot
Clark
wins.
or anyone after they've been exposed to gold Kryptonite on Earth for long enough, then anti-Kryptonite will come and kill them. Bizarro Red only affects Bizarro, but it still affects the Red Kryptonite. X Kryptonite temporarily gains a random power like Streaky. Blood Kryptonite, it's made from the blood of Superboy, which if you've ever watched Young Justice, then you'll know who Superboy is. Kana, I think his name is. Purple Blood Kryptonite makes Crypto or any Kryptonian dog chase a tail. Fake Kryptonite does nothing. Bizarro White Kryptonite saves Bizarro from dying. Red/green Kryptonite temporarily for 24 hours has the abilities of both. Krypton Steel is not Kryptonite. Opal Kryptonite makes you insane. Which is just lovely. Crimson Kryptonite has no effect on Kryptonians, and it was given to Lex Luthor by a fifth dimensional elf. Orange Kryptonite does nothing. Periwinkle makes you basically be infinitely attractive to whoever you may choose. Basically, if, say, for Superman and Lois Lane, he can charm Lois Lane really easily by under the effects of the Periwinkle Kryptonite. And the Kryptonite. The only Kryptonite that Lois Lane has ever used to kill Superman. Move back to Injustice now. That's all the versions of Kryptonite, and there's a lot of them. Really, they really made... What comic book was this? Oh my god, this is a line from the comic book that it appeared in. Listen to this line. You know, Superman's been acting awfully strange since being exposed to Pink Kryptonite. What do you think's wrong with him? Supergirl replies to Lois Lane, Lois, you so don't want to know. And this is Superman's line when he's talking to Jimmy Olsen, I think that's his name. Did I ever tell you how smashing you look in a bow tie, Jimmy? By the way, that's a fabulous window trimming you put together. Gee, thanks, I guess. Jimmy replies. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Yeah. I'm sorry, what is this? Wait, the current Superman is bisexual? What? He's bisexual, really? The current version of Superman is bisexual. Huh. Did not know that. Yes, smashing. That's interesting to know. I'm sorry. Wait, wait, I'm sorry, what? What is this? I'm looking up at Pink Kryptonite, trying to figure out what the hell happened, and I see a picture of Supergirl, what seems to be Supergirl kissing Clark, and if I'm not mistaken, they're cousins. So let's just figure this shit out. Well, technically they kiss in their own costume, so technically them kissing each other in their super form. Can you, computer, stop being slow, would you? What? Wait, no. Wait, what? No. No, just be Pink Kryptonite. Sorry, according to this. According to this. Now, this is going to be... oh, wait, guys, listen to this. Okay, so listen to this. In the comic book where Pink Kryptonite was actually, you know, made canon. I don't know if this is the comic book is canon, but Pink Kryptonite is. In this comic book, Pink Kryptonite not only makes Superman quote unquote gay. He's not gay, he's bisexual. But he ends up marrying Kara.
But we both have a job to do.
Good thing we're professionals.
Begin.
No, it's not Power Girl. It's Linda, which is Kara's alter ego, super secret identity, whatever. And she's still Kryptonian. She's still Supergirl, and she's still his cousin. And he not only does make it gay apparently, but also makes him completely fine with being not only, it makes him fall out of love with Lois and not be after any man apparently, but it also makes him bisexual, most likely. He's not gay, but whatever. He not only falls out of love with Lois, doesn't care about Lara Lang, I'm pretty sure the name was, but now falls in love with Linda, which is Kara, who is his cousin. Which they then both have feelings for each other, which they say life is too short, and end up getting married. Yes, this is an actual comic book that I've literally just read. A real one. I don't know what issue it is, but... oh god. Whoever wrote that comic book is just... wow.
Deadshot wins.
I don't know what... it looks like it's an older comic book from the style of it. Look, I'm all about free love and choose who you want to love and all the rest of it, but how does that sound like a dick to people? If you really love someone and really care for that person beyond a shadow of a doubt, and there's nothing that will ever stop you from loving that person and them from loving you and won't take care of you, then I don't think society should be able to tell you who you should love or who you should go out with. I don't really think society should. And as far as laws against blood relatives being in a relationship, it's whatever. Like the laws don't need to be there. Like they really don't need to be there. There's no reason for them to be there. It's your decision who you fall in love with and who you go out with. Actually, no, it's not really who you fall in love with. But it's your decision who you want to be with. Even if you love someone, you can choose not to be with them. That's your decision. So, as far as I'm concerned, there shouldn't be a law against people dating anyone for any reason at all, if they're blood relatives or whatever. But it still is like, be cautious, because you'll probably get a lot of shit for it. That's my whole, I guess, opinion on it. I am unbound power. Yes, you are. Welcome back. Yeah, that's my whole thing there. I'm pretty sure I know a chick from high school that married her cousin.
Deadshot wins.
Blood relative cousin? If I'm not mistaken, if they wouldn't be able to legally get married. If they're legally married, then that's somehow worked, but by law, welcome back. By law, I don't think any church anywhere would allow that. Even just hiring a priest. I'm pretty sure any priest who's not actually a part of any church would still blood will mean blood. Yeah, blood will mean blood. So yeah, I'm just kind of letting my AI have fun with the people while I look up stuff about all this weird shit. Why is this a thing? Yeah, it's very much them. It's very much them. It's very much Superman. It's not like a clone of him, or like in this comic book they're not related. They're actually related, and they're both Kryptonians. They're still cousins in this comic book. Wow, that's weird. Oh, and you're right. There's a version of Kryptonite which separated Kara into a bad and good self, Sin, and her bad self is actually a version of her which would have been at the mercy. Oh, I'm Deadshot. So basically, if Deadshot wins, I'm Deadshot. Even though I'm not actually looking at the screen, I'm actually just looking at chat or checking out stuff like this. Yeah, that's just, you know, whatever.
Grodd. An assassination attempt, Deadshot. More like big game hunting.
Begin.
Well, there are a lot of people online that actually want a lesbian Supergirl. Why? I just fall into this rabbit hole now. Lots of fans would like to see a lesbian Supergirl. Why? That's not... It doesn't make sense. Why do people want this? I mean, sure, it's hot and all, but like... Whatever. I'm not spamming, I'm not touching the controllers. I'm not touching the controller, bro. This is AI. I'm just looking at my characters. Yes, you did send me down a rabbit hole of why a lot of people in DC fans want, one, a lesbian storyline to come out for Supergirl, and two, for the Pink Kryptonite to come back in a more
It's a shame you're human.
active way. I don't know. I don't know what it would be. People want it to actually be used. Because again, I will just say in that same comic, he marries her, and I don't know, it's fucking weird. DC and Marvel both have some weird comics, but I have not seen yet one Marvel comic that is, that has surpassed the weirdness of Pink Kryptonite making Superman marry his cousin.
Deadshot wins.
Oh yeah, and again, Unbound Power, I'm not actually playing, I'm just letting my AI just kind of go ham on whoever he wants, because I am more focused on chat, and I'm still a little bit pissed that Persona 5 can't be streamed after a certain point. So what I'll probably do is I'll have to, when I upload it to YouTube, I have to go into it and edit it, and like shorten it to when the or cut out all the bits, basically cut out all the, actually no, oh yeah, I'll cut out all the gotten rid of I'll cut out all the non-screen stuff where you couldn't actually see anything that's happening, and we'll just kind of focus on, and that will just be uploaded to YouTube. And yes, so you send me down a rabbit hole where I may have to have a situation later which I may have to deal with, thanks to you. It's all your fault. Oh, and the reason that Unbound Power, the reason that my AI is spamming projectiles is because the AI that is recommended for the AI of Deadshot is to be all about zoning and staying far away, whilst, well, again, spam projectiles to keep the enemy away and dealing damage over time without them hitting you, so you can stay alive for as long as possible. Although for characters like Joker, who are fast moving and want to get up close and have no ranged attacks, it's a pain in the ass. Yes, Sin, a situation. A pleasant one. A pleasant situation.
Kill me. Eat lead, sucker.
Certainly a very much a pleasant situation. But not one that at the current moment is welcomed. I don't know how to say this any less sus than I can. I don't know how to say it any less sus than I already am, but did you really throw a gas canister, try and shoot it well after it already hit me? Blue Kryptonite does nothing to Joker. Yes. Critical.
Deadshot wins.
Congratulations, AI, you killed again. So how many battles has been? I have no idea. $22? Of course, you're a little bit sorry.
Waller wanted you back on the squad.
Like I take orders from her.
So it went from Kryptonite to Pink Kryptonite to now finding out about a whole bunch of fandom stuff, and now I'm just like stuck in this rabbit hole where I'm looking at all these people's like hopes and dreams for if Supergirl or any other DC character or any other female DC character was gay. So thank you very much, Sin, for putting me on this rabbit hole. It's gonna be a long day, isn't it? It's gonna be a long day.
Easiest paycheck ever.
Should have joined the Rogues.
Friends are bad for business.
Interesting. So currently, oh, actually that is interesting. Currently,
The Iceman coming.
well in hand, what would be the way to describe it? It's contained for now. Yeah, it's contained for now. Off stream though, that may change. Yeah, off stream that may change though.
Deadshot wins.
Hands up, Space Cop.
This a stick-up, Floyd?
It's an execution.
Begin.
It's an execution. Very, I hope you're having fun, Sin. What is my Green Lantern? What is that Green Lantern wearing? Yes, I do. I do actually know that. I don't remember what comic book it was in, but something happened to someone that she really cared for, whether it be Clark or someone else, and she was so full of rage and hatred for whoever did it that the Red Lantern Corps was like, yep, that's good enough, let's get a superpowered being with their own powers, give them a ring, and that won't turn out bad at all.
Make this challenging.
According to this, yeah, the actually a few characters that wait fucking finish. A few characters in DC already are currently, by canon, currently lesbian. For one, there is Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy. They're a couple apparently, currently. Which I can agree with, that's fair enough. That's kind of like, I've always kind of felt that at some point that would happen, but
I'm a cyborg.
that might have been just my,
I'll sell you organs and your spare parts.
Begin.
as in some comics, I believe, she's actually shown wearing a yellow suit with a red cape. Pretty sure it's the yellow suit with the red cape. But I'd have to double check. No, it's fine. Like, it's not the first time it's happened, and it probably won't be the last. But I'm pretty sure this is like the 17th. I don't know how many streams I've done where I've had a situation where I've had to deal with. So don't worry, you don't have to stop. But
Gonna purr for me.
in fact, it's actually quite fun. I actually find it fun. It's like I have to maintain a certain level of spec without. I can't cross the line. There's a certain line I can't cross because Twitch. There's a certain level of tact and spec that I must maintain. And if something like this happens, it gets difficult. But it's also quite fun because that means I get to what's the word? I get to kind of train. Yeah, I get to like train my brain to hold off. So if I'm ever in a real world situation where it happens, I can kind of just keep acting like normal without any issues. Ah, okay, so actually you are right. The new version of a character is also gay as well. We love to truth, yes we do. Considering the fact that big streamers, or like really small streamers or big streamers can get away with certain things, but if you're like a mid-tier streamer, then you have to be like really careful. I don't know how much shit Pokemon and Ninja got away with before. Well, Ninja's been banned. Pokemon still got away with a whole bunch of stuff before Twitch kind of was like, hey, kind of chill it down, whatever. Jump. Oh, you missed. You fucked it. You fucked it, Deadshot. You fucked it. Idiot. Don't lose at least. Don't lose to Catwoman. Lose to somebody else, but don't lose to Catwoman. Me too, honestly, me too. Honestly, I enjoy the Catwoman from Injustice, this one, because this is probably the most down-to-earth and, like, loving version of Catwoman to Bruce that is in the entire comic books. I will say it right now, this is the best version of Catwoman for the relationship with Batman in the entire Injustice universe. And sorry, in the entire DC Comics multiverse.
You're up, Swamp Thing.
A mere man cannot harm me.
Can if he has a lot of bullets.
Begin.
I think. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know what animated show it was, but one of the animated shows of Batman, I'm pretty, maybe it was Brave and the Bold. That Batgirl, that was my favorite Batgirl.
The creed is power. put the gun down.
Nah, I'll keep shooting.
Deadshot wins.
I don't know how long we should stream for because... Wait, 1:47. I started at 11. You should end at 3 because it's been 5 hours. That doesn't make sense. It's 1:48 right
Not
now.
on my list.
Perhaps you're on mine.
Guess I could spare a bullet.
Begin.
Sorry, what? I'm confused. What's going on here?
Panic is wrong.
I started at 11, or ran about 11. Persona 5. Is about 1 hour and 38 minutes where I finished that stream, and then within 2 minutes, I reckon, I had this stream up. So, how the is it 1:48? I don't know, we'll figure that out later. I can just stream until I feel like stopping then. If I don't understand how long I've been streaming for, I will just stream until I stop then. Until I feel like stopping.
This will be over soon.
Deadshot wins.
Deadshot wins, eh? Well, I mean, I'm not surprised considering my AI has been optimized for his perfect thing. When we get to fighting with Brainiac, or when we ever get the other characters up and running, we play with all them, and that will be fun. Ugh. I should probably get like a proper streaming chair.
Folks want their cities back.
An unlikely outcome of this encounter.
Let's kill you and see where that gets us.
Like,
Begin.
okay, a small table I can put my laptop on. That's connected to the charger, so I can so it's always online. Then I have a streaming chair that's near my TV, so I can actually read stuff and whatnot. Okay, let's get rid of this Kryptonite page because I don't need that up. Fine, I'll damn hydrate, goddammit. Where's my bottle of water? There it is. Happy. Let's see, what, let me look at my channel points real quick. I think I'm gonna get rid of the speak broken English one. Yeah, I'm gonna change that.
You're not bulletproof.
Open that up. So did that. Did that. Did that. Manage I'll get rid of this speak broken English, and I'm gonna change it to something else. Actually, no, I'm just gonna change it to something else. I'm gonna change it to this. So.
Next lug's got your name on it.
You will die by other means.
Practice this.
Your power astounds.
Thought I was bluffing?
How do you spell choice? I'll add that in a second. But how do you spell choice? In fact, I'll add stretch right after I finish editing this. But yeah, how do you spell choice? Come on, Deadshot. I love that these AIs that I've worked out have been so finely optimized to where they need to be. So instead of leveling up like every 3 levels, choice. C-H-O-I-C-E. Thank you. I don't know how to spell things. Okay, don't judge me. I'm not good with English or English even. Okay, let's put that there.
You will be one hell of a payday.
I'm in a league on my own.
I'll miss your feistiness, Quinn.
Begin.
Her feistiness? What do you mean? Okay, let's add a new reward. Cool. What do I do? Add a new custom reward. Stretch. Wait, can I actually say that? Damn, I can't say stretch. There it is. So now, if you reload, yeah. So actually, if you press on your channel point, they should be there. I've also added the ones that I can have now. So now instead of it being speaking broken English for 10 minutes, I practice speaking for 10 minutes. So you click on it, badunching, and streamer's choice. Streamer's choice. So basically what this one does, now, instead of basically me trying to speak broken English, I try and speak an accent. So, for instance, Sergey like Russian, no? Sergey like Russian. Like vodka. I have to practice in an accent. So you, of course, will have to put in either you want me to decide, or you can put one that you want me to even try and learn. I will, of course, need help with people telling me, like, how to try and speak it, because I'm not good with it. But if I can learn to speak a whole bunch of different accents, then I don't know. I feel it'll just be a bit more of a fun stream as well if I have like characters with different accents, or like characters that should have accents, but have no voice lines, so I can try and speak the lines in their accent. If that makes any sense. Then I have stretch now, which is just stretch stupid. So I'll stretch for you. Oh. Oh god. That's actually a good stretch. I actually heard a crack. stuff. Blue Beetle, can you just give up? And also, let's do... Oh yeah. And don't tell me that cracking your knuckles actually causes arthritis, because it doesn't, and I can give you a video that proves it. I actually do feel better, you are correct. I feel better after stretching. And hydrating. Who's then? There's no mic for fight. So this is like all the rewards I have currently. I have highlight my message, which I don't think anyone will ever use. I have hydrate right now, stupid. I have stretch, stupid. Unlock a random subject, choose an emote to unlock, which, whatever. Practice speaking for 10 minutes, so again, an accent, either you choose or I choose, and I try and teach myself to speak it, or speak it better if I already know how to speak it. Who's Who, which is basically a game that I invented in GPU, which means that if you have a character you want me to, from a game or a book or anything like that, tell me the character. If I know the character, then you don't need to explain. But if it's something like a Marvel character you really want me to like say, then you probably have to be a little bit specific. Like if it's a Marvel character, say Iron Man, who is being influenced by some magical artifact to be insane or something like that. Like, give me some context and I'll be able to say in a certain universe, whether it be Persona 5, whether it be even in the DC universe I can probably try. In Witcher 3 I can try, which it'll be a little bit harder, but I can definitely try still with that. There's a whole bunch of things I can do with that. Or if you have a universe that you want me to see if I could try and see if they could fit in that universe, then you can tell me that a universe as well. Modify a single emote, again, no, I'll probably use that for a while. No mic for 5 minutes, I put that there for fun, I hope nobody actually chooses it. Story time, well, this means that if you give me a topic, or you just want me to give you a random story time, I will tell a story from my life, whether it be recent or be from when I was younger. Custom SO command, so basically, whenever you come into chat, I hit exclamation mark and maybe an abbreviation of your name, where it'd be, for instance, Sin. For your name, it'd be just exclamation point Sin, and come with a custom shout out command that if you want to decide what it says, then you can as well, and I'll put it links your Twitch and whatnot. But it also has like a custom, like, instead of saying go check out yada yada, their last theme being awesome in whatever, it says something to do with your character. So something, or something that you enjoy that'd like to be in as a custom shout out. Then choose the raid. You basically choose who I raid, unless I already give you the option to say, oh, try and raid this person. And then big one, 1 million end stream. That will probably never get touched. And if it does, I'm not really sure how I'm going to feel about it. I don't know why people have this reward. I saw on a whole bunch of people's streams are like, what does this reward mean? Like, is it just ending the current stream? Does it mean ending streaming permanently? Like, I don't understand what it means. But I just put it there for shits and giggles, basically. Dr. Fate. Shit, that's a... He's also a little bit of a range, Dr. Fate. He's medium. He's short to medium. With melee characters, it's just short range, but he's like short to medium, with some long range. I do know that. But yeah, Deadshot's all range, short to long. So you won't really get him with melee attacks if you're a somewhat ranged character. Keep him away. Stop bloody attack more, goddammit. Keep him away. Throw stuff. Throw it. Damn it. There it is. You missed it because you were too slow. Sometimes these AIs make stupid decisions, but you know, they're AIs, so it's whatever. I know there's other rewards I could add here, but for now I think this is good. For now I think this is a good choice in rewards for now. Oh shit, you're about to kill Dr. Fate, good job. Now don't lose somehow. There it is, perfect.
Deadshot wins.
Deadshot wins, does he? New gear unlocked for Deadshot. Ooh, what's this? Ba-da-bum, ba-da-ba. Ba-da-ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba. So I apologize for the ads, guys. You know how it is. Gotta have ads. You gotta have money. You gotta make money.
Only one of us is the best shot. Go ahead, hit me with it. Fire away.
Begin.
Sorry, Sin. How is work going? How is work going? Are you still deciding that work is not important right now, or oh my god, we're versing Deadshot versus Deadshot? What is this?
Anything lagged yet?
Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. It's Deadshot versus Deadshot. Who will win? Who will be victorious in this Clash of Titans? Absolute Clash of Titans. My Deadshot, who's perfectly optimized and has a really some overpowered gear, versus level 9 Deadshot from an multiverse, who has some semi-decent gear, but is currently losing. Who really likes to grapple, apparently. He keeps trying to grapple me, but it's not really working. Oh wow, look at that. Bro, shoot him. Don't keep missing, bro. Yes.
You just don't know it.
Thank you for saying that. If my stream is much more interesting, then I'll try my best. Try my best to win the battle. Oh my god, I just remember the theme song. Wait. Let's fight an epic battle, face off and spin the metal. Time for downtown, no place for backing down.
You can't split my
Beyblade,
bullets.
Beyblade, let it. Oh my god, that's in my head. I miss Beyblade so much. Holy shit. Oh god, that brings back memories of I used to get up at like, ooh, I want to say 6 AM every morning. 6 AM. Yeah, I want to say 6 AM every single morning. And that was to watch like 4 shows, right? 4 shows. That would be, what would they be? This anime, which I'm still trying to find. It's about these kids who have these like small RC cars, but they can customize them and everything like that. It was a really cool show. I really enjoyed watching it. I know it was an anime because it had the same style as a lot of anime, and also it was dubbed. So I know that for a fact because some of the lips didn't match up with what they were saying. So I was like, it has to be a dub, so it has to be an anime. Therefore, it has to be Japanese. Anyway, I'm still trying to find that show, but I haven't had any luck. Holy shit, Bane is a melee character. He's the right heavy melee characters that are immovable objects or unstoppable forces, like Bane, Deadshot's counter. You need to remember that. Okay, see, I loved Pokemon. I used to get, again, 6 AM, that was another one of the shows that I watched every single morning. From, Black and White. Like, I literally would get up at 6 AM. This is back when the Black and White and Sinnoh days. Yeah, Sinnoh. So I get up at... Boy, what hour was it? Yeah, it was like 5:45 or whatever it was. Like, 15 minutes before 6 AM so I could start all the shows. Then... I watched Pokemon when it was just like the end of Sinnoh. There's only a few days of that, and then it was in Black and White, which I watched. Then it was X and Y, and then it was Sun and Moon now, which is on a different time now, which I actually know. Fatality. Yes, you're right. Last night that was a fatality. Well. That's, how many levels did I actually, how many people did I kill? I beat 32 opponents. Not bad for first time, Deadshot AI. 32 opponents. Good job, Deadshot. Now, do it again.
Deadshot.
Go have fun, Deadshot, while I try and speak about this. I actually was too late in my in the days of waking up early to see Sailor Moon. I'm also pretty sure that Sailor Moon was on at times that either A, couldn't get home in time for school, from school, or B, too late to start before I went to school.
Don't you get tired of shooting people?
Card capture.
I love my job.
Wait. Card capture. Card capture Sakura. Hold up. Why does that name sound familiar? No, it's not. No, it's something I recognize. But why does that name sound familiar? Anyway, whatever. And Dragon Ball Z, I was just too late for. Just straight up too late for. I never saw it on TV. It was never on the programming guides or anything like that. So I was just too late. You know, sucks to be someone who I'm drawing a blank again. Why am I brain like this today? Adult Swim, yes. I did watch Adult Swim for like.
Gonna shove my fist up your.
Should have charged more.
Go shove my fist up your what now? You didn't finish that sentence, Black Canary. Alright, well I'll just leave you to it then. Oh, it'd be from. Yeah, probably from like grade 3 onwards to like year
Deadshot
7.
wins.
Like halfway through year 7, I'd probably stopped watching a lot of TV, like Cartoon Network and all the rest of it. Adult Swim, yeah, I do remember that, but I haven't. It's been a long time. I do used to. There used to be sometimes you could watch like Rick and Morty, stuff like that, which when I was young, I was never really into. It's my fault.
Maybe I'm packing kryptonite bullets.
Fire those guns and find out.
I love my job.
What? Did you just threaten a professional hitman with kryptonite bullets to fire his gun to check if he has kryptonite bullets?
No fun beating up kids.
Yeah, I don't know what else was on Adult Swim. Tsunami, I also don't know. I don't really remember. Called Orphan or Sausage Step Orphan. I'm not sure if it's on. Don't think so. Well, the animes that I was watching, like proper animes besides these Pokemon, another one in that car one, or the RC car one, was in the afternoon or late nights or even very early mornings. like 5 a.m., which I then also get up at like 4:30 in the morning to watch, which I had to be like extra quiet and nobody could ever hear that I was up, otherwise I'd get my head ripped off. Was Vampire Night. That's one of them. That was a good one, Vampire Night. I have to actually go back and finish that because I was at an episode. Because I was literally in a talk with somebody and I was like, I'm trying to find all these animes that I watched, and the last episode that I remember of this anime was this woman was like a guard or something for a school in the middle of the forest, and there was two competing people who were like competing for her love, and in the last episode that I remember, they had all been attacked by a rival something, and she had been bitten, and one of them had to save her somehow, and when they did save her, the episode ended with her turning to a vampire, or at least being shown to have been turned into a vampire. Yes, love Vampire Night. Used to watch that, and the other one was, now don't at me with this, I love this anime when I was on. I watched every episode of this anime and was like so invested in it. So invested in it. I almost like
Deadshot wins.
this is my first like real like I love this show. I want to like live in this show. It's Puella Magi Madoka Magica, which is Puella Magica Girls, if you want to say the English, like the sort of English translation. Puella Magica Girls. Or you're in for a while, I guess. But I know, it probably does get crazy a bit. I'll leave Vampire Night for a day when I've got my complete concentration on it. For now, I've got too much shit going on. But Puella Magica Girls. Puella Magica Girls with Madoka. I love this show. I loved Madoka, I loved all the characters. The reveal that Madoka was actually the strongest Magica girl, and the other girl, the black-haired girl, wasn't actually the strongest one, but she just had the ability to save, like she after the ability to save the universe by redoing it every single time, and every single time she'd do it, she'd get sadder and sadder and sadder because her best friends would keep dying until she was just so depressed that she didn't even care about them anymore. Well, that was just sad. That was just sad. I was watching it, I was oh, that's just sad. Oh, it gets really interesting because like the magic girls fight witches, but they're not like the typical like, hey, I'm going to put a curse on you, witches. But, like witches who can become in all seasons forms. One of them's a giant toy that transforms into this black smoke that end up killing one of the magic girls in like episode 1 or 2 before the black-haired girl appears. I don't know any of their names, mind you. I completely forgotten all their names. It's awful because I love the show. I haven't watched it in ages again though. Because again, I've been super busy. From there, let's see what else has happened in the show. Then one of the magic girls slowly loses her purity, which is basically what their magic is. Like the more they use their magic, the... Oh my god! That's it! That's the other one! Winx Club. Thank you for reminding me. Holy shit, Winx Club. Oh my god, this fucking show. Oh wow. They just brought back, that remind me of, oh god. I love that show. I love Winx Club. I know it's so girly and like, I would be like ridiculed by every single guy in the universe if anyone knew that I was watching this, but I love that show so damn much. I would literally tell my mother to hurry up and get home from school earlier to watch this, like the reruns in the morning if I missed it. I'd be like, Mom, hurry, we're gonna get home with this thing I really need to watch. It's like, calm down, we'll go home at my pace. And I realized after a few weeks of doing this that whenever I asked her to hurry up, she'd actually slow down and piss me off. I don't know why she'd do it, because I don't know, maybe she thought it was funny or some shit. But she would slow down if I asked, and she didn't tell me that she would slow down, but she definitely did. And I'd end up missing it, and I'd be really angry at her. I got to like near the end of the show when they unlocked like the second, the strongest or the second strongest transformation. But that was after a break of like half a year. Like I had literally missed like half a year of stuff because I just kind of forgot. Like I grew up. I was in grade 5, I think it was. You know your mom. Thank you so much. Oh my god, I loved Winx Club so much. There's one episode that stands out to me. They go to this barn, right? There's one episode it just stands out in my mind every single time I think about Winx Club. I never remember the names of the shows. Oh, I remember a certain episode. That's why I find them again. If everyone else remembers the episodes at least. Winx Club. It was an episode where basically they went to this barn with this woman. I don't know. Maybe it was a woman, maybe it was a man. I don't remember. Anyway, this person was having an issue with some old photos that she found, and she thought it was magical. So of course she called the magical girl of the freaking Winx Club to come. I'm now like crossing these shit because I'm just like out of my mind. Like also happy and excited that I remember the name. But also I'm fucked up because it's like too many emotions running through my head. The Winx Club come and they investigate it, and no matter how many times this person throws these pictures of the barn and everything like that on their property, they never change the way and the direction or the lineup of the pictures. They always fall in the same way, like a sequential story. And I actually didn't get to finish the end. I actually didn't get to watch the episode. I just remember this is the start of it, where it's some big like, because these pictures are like really old. Like these pictures were taken back on the old cameras where you had to put like a sheet over your head and take a picture, and like when it actually got the back, you had to like flap it in the wind for a good like few minutes before you actually get the picture itself. Like those are those kind of pictures. Yeah, and I don't know. I think I'm not mistaken, but I feel like I'm gonna be mistaken in this, but I'm not entirely sure. I might be correct, but I'm pretty sure one or multiple of the Winx Club members get trapped in the past, and then some of them are in the future, and they have to figure out it from both sides.
Let me guess. Hunting?
Yes, please, Sin. If you have access to watch Winx Club from season 1, episode 1 to season whatever it ended, episode whatever, then we will be having the greatest time. I'll be watching that shit intently like there's no tomorrow. Although, if I'm not mistaken, in some places where they have it online, they censor. There's no reason to censor it because it's already censored in the show by effects and whatnot, but they censored the transformations of the Winx Club because the transformations back then they weren't suggestive. They were just them transforming into their Winx form, their fairy form. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what the hell they called it. But like some services censored the transformations. I was always like, why? There's no reason for that. It was a weird shit. It was like, it's like World's End when they censored the kissing. Like, what?
Deadshot wins.
I think I remember one of their names. Oh god, wait. I think don't tell me, but I need to try and remember their names really quickly. Let me think. Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, don't check when you get home if wherever you're gonna watch Wings Club, the transformations aren't censored because they're gonna be like ridiculous for no reason. But let me try and remember. Okay, so there was the Winks and there was the Tricks. That's right. There was also the Tricks. If I'm not mistaken, the Winks are made up of Bloom, Stella. I might get this right. Bloom, Stella, Musa or Musa. Something to do with the music. I'm actually being like something to do with music. The Nature Fairy was like Flora or Fauna or some shit like that. And then there was a technology one who had like a really simple name. Who had like the most obvious name for a tech fairy. I'm gonna go on a limb and say it's like Technique or Techni or some shit or Techno or some shit like that. But the Tricks are much easier. For two of them, it's literally just what their powers are. There was Icy, who was the ice one, and there was Stormy, who was the lightning one. The last one was completely different to them. It was Darcy, I think. Something like Darcy or something like that. And simply that was it. Like, I don't know why her name was Darcy and everyone else had an interesting name, but I'm pretty sure that's all. That's it, all of them. Winx Club members. I want to see if I get any of those right. I hope I do, because that's going to be very embarrassing. Sorry, I meant to be playing Injustice 2 I'm doing this. Okay, so these are characters: Bloom, Musa, Aisha. I don't remember her. Flora, Techna, Stella. I was right. Then there's Darcy, Stormy. There's also Roxy. I don't know who that is. There's the Sentinels. There's Faragonda. Faragonda? I don't know who the hell that is. Yeah, so I was right. Now there's Bloom, Musa, Flora, Techna, and Stella. I don't know who Aisha is. It says here's someone named Aisha. I don't remember if that was a person in the Winx Club group. Maybe she was, maybe she wasn't, I don't know. I don't remember. Maybe she wasn't part of the original. Bloom, Stella, Flora, Techna, Musa, and Aisha. Again, I don't remember Aisha. Was she like not a part of the original group that came in later? Don't know. Or it doesn't matter to me. Then there was the Sentinels, I think they were called. Yeah, I think it was the Sentinels. Which are basically like they're like the protectors of. They're the protectors of the Winx, or like the magical protectors of the realm or some shit. I don't remember. Oh well, season 3. So that's yeah. I wouldn't remember. I do remember though a very interesting thing. It was like the Sentinels that were hanged around the Winks were all like their quote-unquote boyfriends, but like there was something about them not being able to, like when you become a Sentinel, certain things happen to you or your body changes in certain ways. Is it like there's something out with the Sentinels like
Arkham's your next stop.
Eat lead, sucker.
like something happens to them. Maybe they aren't called Sentinels, but that's what I remember their name is. But whatever like the protectors or their boyfriends are, they're probably like some magical school that does something to them.
Deadshot wins.
Yeah, there's something on the Sentinels, like something like there was a modification. Yeah, I don't remember it. I don't remember most of it, but I will say, well, I'm gonna quickly listen to something. I want to take out my microphone real quick so I can listen to this. So you guys just enjoy the game for a quick second. So I don't want to get copyright or anything. I want to listen to this song real quick. But I'll be right back.
Begin.
Okay, so I just had to listen to the Beyblade theme song because I missed that show. Oath of the Goat Beast. Actually, I'll have to do this again. This is an AI loadout. Don't know what that is. You can have an AI with a loadout that can basically play the battle simulators for you if need be, if you basically were trying to grind out people and grind out mailboxes. Or grind out levels until you're at a certain point where then you have a level 20 character, which is for a very good reason you want a level 20 character.
Cold.
Or level 30 character if you really want. But I'll do that later. For now, my my AI basically takes care of everything by staying away from Captain Cold and shooting him a lot. Because I've put it as, whoa, where'd the ads just go? Hold up, my ad manager just went down. Hold up, what happened? Hold up, wait a minute now. Oh, my, oh, that's right. I know exactly what happened now. Somebody, yep, somebody just took away my internet. Give me a second, guys, to do something. Somebody just took away my internet for no reason, and I'm gonna have to complain to my somebody about that later on. But I will, for now, do a sneaky and give me a second, guys, to get the chat back up on my computer, so I can then talk to y'all. I know it's probably not great, and it's gonna be quick. Just let me just do this real quick. No one's allowed to do this technically. If they do it, then it's a pain in the ass. I have to go talk to my father about this later, but we'll work that out. Come on, please work. There it is. Okay, give me a second, guys. It's about to come back up online. Where is it? Okay. I'm back. How old are you? I'm 18. That's everything. Beast. Oh, how old are you, bro? I'm 18. If there's anything after how old are you, bro, then I'm really sorry that I've missed it. I can't see it in chat, so I apologize. That's when my ad thing went down, because I lost internet, because somebody removed my, made the router block me. That means I'm going to have to go talk to my father later on and yell it, and get him to yell at somebody. We'll go for another, I don't know how long I'm going to last with the internet, looking at the chat and whatnot.
Begin.
We're gonna try and go for another, yeah, till 3 o'clock. So 3 o'clock my time was when I will end stream and contact somebody about this. Yeah, I apologize again. So if there's any messages that I missed, then please put it back in chat. Because again, life. This is my family issues thing that I was talking about before. Somebody likes to, whenever they want to watch a show or to have something downloaded or anything like that, they think that just because they have the ability to, they should be allowed to block everyone from the internet. Or whoever's using it at the time, aka me, while I'm streaming, and while I may have stuff up that I actually need, like job searching and whatnot.
Deadshot wins.
So a very strongly worded statement to somebody made later on. Did I miss any messages between how old are you and how old are you to in your messages? All good? Because I'm guessing you guys can see the chat and I can't. So I'm sorry. If there's any messages between how old you were and Sin's message all good, then please put it back in chat. Yeah, it's just some, someone and me doesn't have a great relationship, so because, what if you want about now? Thank you, Sin. I might do that later, once it's all fixed. When my dad gets home, I'll explain what's happened, and if it hasn't been reconnected by then, cool, thank you. If it hasn't been reconnected by then I will talk tell my father about it, and he will talk to somebody to reconnect it. If it doesn't happen, then she doesn't give a very good excuse, I will just show the proof of yesterday when she disconnected it early. Because I'm going to start taking proof of and evidence of everything, because I'm sick of having to deal with this. Give me a second, guys. I will be gone for another quick second while I take some evidence of this happening.
Deadshot wins.
Okay, go back up there, turn my hotspot back on, so then my computer can then get internet again, so I can then read chat, so I can then have fun with y'all. And there it is. Right, now I'm back. Computer, you can connect to chat now. There it is. Hit me up in Discord or whatever. Cool, thank you very much, Sin. I will definitely take that if I can. Whenever my internet comes back up, normally I'll definitely do that. Because I have to close Discord actually, so it doesn't drain too much of my data.
Someone can teach you to shut up.
Begin.
Yeah, close that down and close mail down so I don't use any more internet. I need to close these spare tabs down so I don't use internet from them or anything. So that should just be... Yeah, that should just keep my data from running out too quickly. Life is full of fun.
Deadshot wins.
Deadshot wins, eh? Well, that's because the AIs are power as fuck.
This job's special.
It's personal, not business.
I'm killing 2 marks with 1 bullet.
Begin.
2 marks. Wait. You have. Technically, killing Firestorm actually wouldn't kill either of them. It just separates them. Honestly, Sin, I wouldn't either. In fact, all meetings that I reckon I've ever been in, whether it be my job, whether it be family meetings or anything like that, I don't pay attention. It's not really necessary for me to pay attention. Because anyway, people tell me the things again afterwards anyway. Like, no matter if I listen to or not, they always tell me, oh, by the way, this is what's said in the meeting, this is what is going to happen, you know, whatever. So, I don't listen to the meetings, I just get told the summarized version later on. It's fine. I'll work with what I got.
We've got to stop this.
Thought I was bluffing?
Now we'll stop him from healing. Deadshot, good idea. Let's come on, hurry up and kill him. Who pays attention to meetings anymore anyway?
Deadshot wins.
I mean, everyone. That's fine. That's fine. We get to the bitch, to the boss afterwards. I'm sorry. We get to the bitch, to the boss. I think you meant to say we get to bitch to the boss about work. You added an extra word there that confused me. My broken English can only stand so much broken English.
Nice outfit. Looks expensive.
It's priceless.
Oh, there's a price.
Oh, there's a price, yeah. Everything has a price in the world of mercenaries. Nice, nice, nice.
Deadshot wins.
If I had to say besides, I want to be Flash Calls, I want to be Godspeed. That's like the best version of Godspeed. But if I had to pick my second favorite, if I had to pick a villain, I should say, my favorite villain in DC, it has to be Deadshot. Simply because he is overpowered to all living shit. He is overpowered to all living shit.
Let me guess. I'm going back to jail.
He's bringing you in one way or another.
That's bad for business.
Yes, it is, Deadshot. I agree. Also, how is he? If I'm not mistaken, there is a mercenary law. There is mercenary law against there's mercenary law for private individuals to legally hire anyone as a mercenary, as long as that person that they are offering has either A, a criminal record, or B, is in some breach of some accord or some like legal thing. If there's been a breach of something, and then you're technically allowed to take them in, dead or alive. As long as you're a mercenary and you're working under specific laws. Bounty hunters are different from mercenaries because they're safe to living alive. They have to, they can kill people, but they really have to, but oh my god. Then I have to later on if I get back online, I'm going to send a link to a YouTube channel that here actually. I'm not only the YouTube channel is kind of damn great. But some of the YouTube videos that I've actually watched from this guy
Deadshot
are some of the
wins.
funniest shit in the world. But it's actually about bounty hunting, and I'm not sure if the guy is a real bounty hunter or not. Like, it's never really explicitly said if he's real or not.
Begin.
yeah, I'll send this video. This is one of the videos I reckon is probably the funniest one. No guns, Joker. It's illegal. Using guns, Joker, is illegal, so you need to be taken in.
It won't be Patsy this time.
Yeah, I reckon you'll enjoy it.
Taking the fun out of this.
Thought I was bluffing?
Run left over here. Everyone give a round of applause to Sin. Game lunch at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Everyone give her a round of applause. I only got about 15 minutes left myself before I have to call it. At 3 o'clock I'm not saying it, but Harley can't say much because at 3 o'clock whenever I finish stream, I'll probably get lunch as well.
Deadshot wins.
Ooh, better rifle. Yes, please. Damn it, that's gonna be stuck in my head now. The next few hours, isn't it? You know, for the watch parties for rewatching Winx Club.
Why don't you go mount a speeding truck?
I'll miss your feistiness, Quinn.
Begin.
Yep. Ooh, what style is it though? Aspect, because if it's Mexican, then yeah. Italian, then But if it's like, if it's Nepalese and Indian, oh yeah. Nepalese and Indian is really nice. Or Indian Nepalese, I don't know the correct way to, correct orient, correct, correct orientation, correct. I don't know. Whatever the word is, I think it's going to be Indian Nepalese, not Nepalese Indian, but yeah, Indian Nepalese is really nice. But is it a burger joint? Is it a glass? Is it Taco Bell? What is it? No, there's no Taco Bell over here, is there? Oh wait, no, there is Taco Bell here now. Yeah, they only came here recently. Yeah, I'll keep shooting. Yeah, it sounds about right. Boy should keep shooting at it. Oh, look at that. Easy gun. Look at that. Clean.
Deadshot wins.
Ooh, sandwiches. Custom sandwich. Get some sandwiches. You get some sandwiches. Wait, is it Subway sandwiches or is it sandwich? Like bread? Or is it a roll sandwich? Or what is it? What type of sandwich place? Because it's a Subway sandwich place, then that's it's not really a sandwich anymore. Actually, you'll find this very interesting. According to tax law, and also according to the food thing, Subway sandwiches aren't actually sandwiches, because sandwiches is classified as 2 singular pieces of bread, and in between the pieces of bread, anything you want. You know, Oh, that's good. Sandwich. Okay. Yeah, so you can have a bread sandwich if you want. Maybe they're getting a bacon and egg roll with chips. Bacon and egg roll is good. I actually do like bacon and eggs. Bacon and eggs in the morning. Bacon and eggs in the evening. Bacon and eggs in the afternoon. Magic.
Silence your shame.
It's not classified as no, you're actually incorrect. They're only classified, is Ireland in the UK? If Ireland is in the UK, then yes, there, because the sweetener is too high, it is not classified as a sandwich because of tax law, not because of food regulation. In food regulation, then yes, it is actually technically a sandwich in Ireland. However, in tax law in Ireland, it is not considered a sandwich. So,
Deadshot
who's
wins.
correct? No one knows. The reason I know that is because of a video that I could also send you, which is from Food Theory. MatPat's a good guy. He actually does a lot of research and is very well informed. It's actually most where my useless knowledge comes from.
Begin.
I don't know why tax law and what is it? Tax law and food law, or food association. Tax law and food association have different opinions of what bread is in Ireland, but you know that's whatever they want to do. However, their legal system works is whatever. Also, how does he fire them? Did you like click his stomach or something on like the side of his palm to shoot them? Or is it like you hold down a button that's like ability to your palm and you hold down? The longer you hold down, the more bullets will fire. Like, what is it? How do you fire these wrist guns? These wrist guns. Cyborg, can you just like knock? Yes, kill him. Did they use the same voice actor?
Not pulling your punches.
Thought I was bluffing?
They did! So, I don't know the name of this voice actor, but this is the same voice actor who did Teen Titans and Teen Titans Go, I'm pretty sure.
Deadshot wins.
I'm pretty sure it's the exact same guy. It sounds super similar. Five more minutes of stream, guys. Do you reckon we can kill Atrocitus and one more person? And it looks like ourselves to us next. So do you reckon we can kill Atrocitus and the next guy in 5 minutes? Let's find out.
Begin.
Go! That's a bad start. Oh, nope. Yes, the original Teen Titans where there are two shows in the world that basically made me love, like starting to begin to love animated characters, like why I'm a weeb now. Like, there was the beginning of my weeb journey to find like anime movies that I like, and all of them are Teen Titans shows. There was the original Teen Titans, and then there was the original Teen Titans show, and then in the Teen Titans Fuse contract, Starfire in Fuse contract, and then Raven and Starfire in the original Titans with the slide. Yeah, I don't like the Go one either. Go series is weird. Also, I reckon it took too much liberties with the characters, which should just, you know, kind of made semi-normal for Teen Titans. It's weird, but yeah. But yeah, Starfire and Raven were basically the start of my weed journey. They were the I reckon the first one, and I was just like, oh, look at that beauty right there. Beautiful. Right there, look at that. Triple rate rifle. Let's do that. Let's see how it looks in the Battle of the Brains versus Deadshot in 3... We got 3 minutes. I reckon we kill Deadshot in 3 minutes. What do you say?
So we're completely identical?
Yes.
Except I'm a better shot. You'll make a great
I mean, you can try to be a better shot. Oh wow, it doesn't even have a scope and everything. Ooh, different mags as well. Do front end of it, and do different silencer as well. Good. You have 3 minutes to kill him. Oh, 2 minutes now. Bro, this Deadshot does not want to be hit. He is dodging. I reckon Deadshot can kick Deadshot's ass. Oh, that's wonderful. Come on, Deadshot. Beat Deadshot. That's cheating. You can't use guns. What? Only I can use guns. Stop cheating. Stop cheating, goddammit. No guns allowed.
You're not bulletproof.
Come on. He's so close. That's also cheating. You're not allowed to use environmental interaction. So, can you just disqualify this dead shit so we don't actually have to kill him? Like, just disqualify him, you know? It's illegal, you know? You're not allowed to use guns.
Deadshot wins.
There it is, we win. Alright, you know what? I think that's gonna be it for the stream once I get out of this, you know, battle simulation. The battle simulator. Ooh, there's Flash. Apparently Flash was next, but I'm not interested in versing Flash. He's a bit of a pussy. He's a bit of a weakling, you know. Ooh, it's a blue Flash, though.
Run. Make it interesting.
Why give you the benefit of range?
Guess you're catching on.
Begin.
And finishing the event, because I am not going to continue with this. So we made it to 3 o'clock, guys. We made it all the way to technically 5 hours of stream. Technically. No, I don't want to. Both abilities. No, I don't want to do that. Let's see, what else? At the start of it, her name is Nerdy Senpai. Don't start me with the name, but that's just her. It's what she decided. But anyway, we're gonna go rate her. It's been a good day. I've actually really enjoyed this stream. Usually it's usually I have some issue or it's not really like the greatest. I'm not happy, but this one is good. So thank you so much for being here, and I hope to see you all soon. Please go say hi and thank you, and say that I'm sorry to Nerdy Senpai because I had to leave. But I hope that everything goes well for the rest of the day, and I will catch you all very soon.